All right, y'all boys, welcome back. Outside the Box podcast with your boy Box, you feel me? If you're coming back again, thank you. We back at your boy, you feel me? And if you're a YouTube watcher, I'm sorry for last week. I lost the footage. I lost my memory card. So it's like, dang. But, go listen on Apple on podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, anywhere, any platform, go listen, you feel me? It was a great episode, you feel me? And this week, y'all boys, I got a local realtor, investor, and if you know him, he hates taxes. My boy, OVG Lewis in the video, man.
What's going on?
So how you been, man?
I've been great, man. Just been learning, developing, a lot of things going on. But as long as you stay focused, life is about perspective. That's one thing that I honestly believe in. You're gonna be all right, man.
Yeah, you think so? Even with the corona, they've been making it hard with this corona, man.
It's been crazy. It's been a lot of things going on. Like I was just telling you, the conspiracies, all this stuff that's going on. It's, a lot of it is very interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should let this stop you from what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think it's all about perspective. Again, it's how you look at it. Because in every disaster, there's an opportunity.
True.
While you out here, your life is falling apart, somebody's making money.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's doing something, and somebody like in the midst of disasters, they're good. They're reconnecting with their family. They're building some aspect of their life.
Mm-hmm. Now, I gotta pop off with the rest in peace to George Floyd. You feel me?
Yeah, rest in peace.
That was tragic, man. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Honestly, bro, like once I looked at the video,
you watched it fully?
I watched it fully.
I couldn't watch it.
I watched it fully, and it was ridiculous. Like I didn't believe like what they said, because there's always two sides to a story.
Yeah.
But just looking at the video, I seen like other people, not just people of color, but I seen this white lady there, and she was like, "Oh, I'm EMT, like you're stepping on his neck, he can't breathe, like check his pulse." And the officer's dead ass just looking at her in the face like, "Leave, like he's fine, and he's just passed." And I'm just like, wow. So it's crazy, like just for somebody to do that on camera, and the videos I think was like 8 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
It was crazy. So yeah, it's crazy times. But I honestly, there's something that should be done. I seen a video with a cop as well too, saying I'm sorry to my law enforcement partners, but that was wrong.
Yeah. I don't know, man. With that, I'm just more like, this one hit me because I'm like, bruh, how many times? Like, sooner or later, it's like, how many times? I'm tired of it now. And it's like we in an abusive relationship with them. And it's like, we keep getting beat and we keep, okay, let's try to be their friend again. Nah, they don't want to be our friend. They don't care for us. Like, they don't see us as humans. And it start with us.
It definitely does.
Because what I'm mad at, when I sat back and thought, I'm like, the people recording. The people just standing there. I'm like, if that was a relative of theirs, they would have immediately tried to push that officer off. They would have took something. They would have took a charge, like, because that's like your family. And it's like, we need to see each other just like that. Because they do. If they was in that situation, they would have. If it was another white man under there and a black man was doing that to him, and a white guy was just walking by, trust me, he's trying to intervene, or he's trying to get you off him, man. And yeah, man, we gotta like, we really gotta start caring about each other and seeing each other as one, not just.
I agree 100%. That's always my thing as well too. Because one quote that always comes to mind is like, everybody wants change, but nobody wants to change.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it all starts with you as well too. Regardless of, I think with anything, like if we're not helping each other out with the little things, like I'm not bragging about what I do and stuff, but just little things. Like yesterday, I was about to go throw out some trash. In the complex where I live at, you have to drive there, put the trash in your car, and I seen another brother. He was coming out his place as well too, carrying some trash. And I'm just like, yo, brother, I don't know him from scratch. I'm like, look, he's a brother. I'm like, okay, look, just let me get your trash. Let me put it back in my car. That way you can go back in. You don't even have to come out. I'm gonna go take it for you. It starts with little things like that. I was like, wow, he probably don't know me. I don't expect nothing in return or whatnot. But it's just little things like that, because they look out for each other too. Yeah,
it trickles down, because we always in this rage, and we don't ever want to do anything nice for each other, and it's like,
I can't help you.
Man, it's like, man, you on your own, bro. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like, people recording, like, they think, oh, me recording is helping you, but it's like, It's not.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything. It just still let you pass, and it's like you just said, it's a trickle effect too.
It starts
The little stuff, then it gets to the big stuff, then we see each other as one. And
same thing with habits, bro.
yeah,
You don't just, automatically change. Some people can, but it starts with the little things.
big facts.
Consistently.
Yeah, cause like that shit, it hurt, man. And I'm just tired of it. But the other thing I'm lost at is with people destroying
I don't get that.
where they live and the shops they gotta go shop at. Like it's baffling to me. I'm like, wait, what? Like,
It's a lot of rage, I guess. A lot of rage, a lot of anger, but you're destroying where you live at.
Go to their neighborhoods. That's how I'm looking at. Like, if we really want to make some chaos, because they would have got them out of there so fast.
Stand together, bro. And one thing is what too, like on the back of the dollar bill or just money overall, it says what? United we stand, divided we fall. Mm-hmm. There's power in that saying. I think people just don't. Not a lot of people even look at that or even understand what that means. United we stand, divided we fall. When we come together, that's power.
It is.
That's with anything.
It is.
And I know you probably gonna ask me real estate questions from that, but like group economics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's power.
What you mean?
Together.
Elaborate on that. Group. What it is? Group economics.
Group economics.
Elaborate.
Meaning, let's say you want to buy this house.
Yeah.
It costs you $200,000.
Pick the mic up a little bit.
Okay.
Right there.
You want to buy this house.
Yeah.
It costs you $200,000. But you're working, your job, and you're like, how am I gonna come up with $200,000? I can't buy this house $200,000. But now let's say you got your homeboy right here. He also's working, and you have another homeboy. He's working as well too, and you have another homeboy. He's working as well too. So you all come together. Put he puts 20,000, you put 20,000, put 20,000, put 20,000. You at least have like 50 to 100,000 right there. You're able to put down a down payment. Let's say you go get an LLC. That way everybody's an equal partner in that LLC, and then you buy the property, and then you reap the profits.
Yeah.
Rather than you yourself trying to save $200,000, takes you who knows how many years, or even just to come up with a down payment, takes you a while. You could have just done that with. Imagine how many more investment properties can you buy?
Oh yeah, because you got more cash. You got more
cash. You got more people. But the way people look at it, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but they're like, I don't want to get into that with him, or I don't want to get into them. I don't trust him or this and that. But like, look, you're equal partners. How do you think businesses establish themselves?
Big facts. And then the thing is, white people do it all the time.
All the time.
We don't like to do it with our own kind, but we'll go get a Jewish lawyer. We'll go get a Jewish manager or a white manager quick, fast, in a hurry instead of getting it here.
What do you call it? Amazon is killing it right now. They're buying a bunch of properties. And I just heard Google's teaming up with, I think, Walmart to compete against Amazon.
Wow. I didn't even know
crazy,
that.
Yeah. Amazon and Walmart is going at it like crazy. You know what? Google doesn't like Amazon. They're like, you know what? Walmart, I got you. I'm gonna help you out.
Amazon is causing some chaos, boy.
They're killing it.
It is causing some chaos. They changed the game on just delivery next day for free. Well, you usually have to pay $50, $60. Oh yeah, they killing that game.
Overnight type stuff.
Yeah, they killing it. All right, now let's just jump into you a little bit. Like, what got you into real estate? Like, what made you decide I want to be a realtor? I want to get into real estate.
Honestly, if I told you that I always had a passion and dreamed about becoming a realtor or getting into real estate, that'd be a lie. I never knew. I didn't even know what real estate was. We went to the same school and everything.
Yeah.
Like that was never business minded.
Oh yeah, never.
My whole mindset was just graduate, get a degree, possibly get a good job, and just call it a day. But after middle school, went to high school. Not even high school. Then college afterwards. I think right.
You went to college down here, or you went to like another college?
I went to a college in Minnesota first. Yeah. And then when I came back, then I went to FAU.
Why you came back from the Minnesota?
Bro,
you didn't like
shock.
it? Yeah, I know. That's why I asked that, because
culture shock.
I once read that like most people, when all they know is this, and then they go somewhere else for college and they come back immediately. They don't want to go back.
Culture shock. It was completely different. I'm talking about like one day I just woke up, it was just completely white. I'm just like, snow everywhere. I'm just like, no, I can't do this, bro. I'm from Florida. What's going on? Like I was gonna die, And then I was like, the city was far from where I was, so it was different. Like,
so it's like the country.
Yeah, kind of coming from the city. Everything is everything
closed, everything open.
You got everything. to like you gotta drive an hour to get to the mall or something.
Sheesh.
Like,
Yeah. That's
it
a
was
big
cool.
culture
The
shock.
people were cool, like but then you had the other part where it was kind of like racist a little bit. As well, so that was my first time up there being called like hearing people calling people niggers and stuff. And
Oh, like verbally? You verbally heard it? Like,
I was
wow.
walking one time, bro, and somebody just in the truck was screaming nigger.
Wow. Did it affect you? Because I was talking about on my last episode. That word doesn't affect me.
It didn't affect me because I didn't react to it.
Yeah.
But just like I would see it on TV or in the movies,
And
but
it was
just like actually experiencing myself,
Yeah.
that was shocking to me.
Wow.
I didn't still think in that time of era that people still like that still exist. Ignorant people like that still exist. So it was very shocking to me.
Like I'm telling people, everybody just showing they always show their true colors. This is how they always felt. Trump allowed them to come out of the hiding because Obama was let them hide it a little bit, but Trump let them come out in the hiding. But it's like they always felt like that.
Yeah,
They always felt like that.
It's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, when you came back, you started going to FAU.
Yeah, then I think it was while I was at Dade first.
Yeah.
And then I had an aunt. She was a real estate broker actually.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh.
she was like, if you ever want to make a lot of money, you should probably just go into real estate. So I'm just like, that's all she told me. But I'm like, what is real estate? Like, what is this real estate thing? So
Yeah.
I just went online. I remember she told me Gold Coast, and I was looking at it, and I just started doing a little research, reading. I'm just like, a lot of money, whatever. I don't got nothing else to do. Whatever. Let me just look into this. So I took action. Took the course, took the class, started doing it, and then long story short, got my license. And first year was crazy, bro. That was like, honestly, like everything just had to shift from the mindset that I had then and now was completely different. Like becoming a business owner, becoming an entrepreneur, it requires a whole mindset shift.
It does. It does. It really does.
And first year sucked for me, bro. Sucked. It was probably the hardest thing. And working a job at the same time as well too. It was crazy, but I'm so grateful for it because all I did during that time was reading books, going to seminars, talking to people. And then second year, got into it and just started crushing it.
So what made you keep going though? Because a lot of people would have quit. F this real estate.
I wanted to quit.
F this real estate stuff. Yeah. A lot of people
wanted to quit.
There's a lot of people, realtors out here. There's a lot that don't even use it or do anything with it.
But that's the thing. With me, I always felt like when I start something, I have to finish.
Yeah. Okay.
I think playing sports and high school and stuff like that. That was just I don't know. There's something that I guess that's a gift that God gave me. That when I start something, I just have to finish. And I never wanted to be like a failure too. When you start something, people look at you. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, what happened? You like, it's too hard. Like telling that story, you feel bad.
So I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that person to start something and then make it seem like oh, he got into it, he's doing it, and he just quit.
Yeah.
I felt like that would be with everything. So I didn't want to just start something and then the next thing that I started, I was going to quit again too.
Big
So
fact.
I would find myself another excuse to quit that and so on and so on. So I just stuck it out.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy I stuck it out. Learned so many things, met really good people, and eventually, things happen.
Yeah. Listen, I always tell y'all boys, y'all gotta stick to it, man. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better.
That's the biggest thing. I tell you, with anything you start, especially in business, never quit.
Yeah. A lot of people do, and then they, we're so stuck in the excuse, and we're so stuck of sticking with people that don't challenge us to even do better. So like, if you would quit, when you're around your homies that don't really do nothing, they're like, all right, cool, you quit. Like nobody gonna be like, hey, bro, you don't think you could just go get another try? Like, what's up? Why you quitting? And then the circle does matter. Who you're around and
100%, bro.
what you're doing really does matter.
That's one of my principles in life.
Yeah, your circle.
Yeah, your circle. Who the 5 people you're around, or you're gonna be just like them.
Yep, that's a big fact. That's a big fact.
Once I got into real estate, like when I got really much more serious about what I was doing, I dropped all my friends.
Wow.
They'll tell you that too. I dropped them. They'll be like, yo, you want to hang out after work? I'm like, nah, I gotta go study. Or I'm about to go read. I dropped them. I had to because at the same time, I wanted my friends to come along with me. I wanted them to, do what I was doing as well too. But I couldn't force them. They didn't want to.
Big
They still were stuck on just, like whatever, I get paid every week. I just want to go out, have fun and hang out and just chill now. We're young. Mm-hmm. But I didn't look at it like that. I wanted to, get into something now, work hard now. And so
you chilling later. You chilling 30, 40, you chilling. Cause you did all that hard work instead of partying.
It was sad, bro. It was a lonely walk. It was sad. Yeah, it was sad.
It is a culture shock. Like you feel it, cause it's like then social media makes it worse. Like you'll be on the phone, you see them out, you like I could go there right now. And it's like nah, but I gotta do something better.
Yeah, it was sad, bro. There was a lot of lonely nights, and stuff. It was just me and my books. And
Now, so what's your thought about wholesaling in real estate? Like
wholesaling?
Like, people wholesaling. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Because as a realtor, they somewhat doing your job. And if somebody doesn't know what wholesaling, I'm going to elaborate. Is you wholesaling. You're selling a house for a person yourself. But you're not a licensed realtor.
Bro, I'm now that I love wholesaling.
Really?
I love wholesaling.
Really?
I can tell you about when I did my first wholesale deal, actually.
Yeah.
I love it, bro. I actually, that time I was in real estate, I think it was still around my first year. I wasn't making any money. Any money. And I went to an investment class that my broker did and was teaching about investments. But I was constantly doing the work. I was looking up houses, how much this cost, what's the value around here, value around there, and I was like every single day, but I just wasn't getting the deal. Wasn't getting the deal. And then one day I just hopped on. I tell you, it was what was it? Craigslist. I seen a property listed for sale, and I was just like, okay. I didn't think about it, but my head ran the numbers of that area automatically. I was like, wait, no, that's not the value in that area. Why is it listed for this low? I'm like, this is wrong. So I picked up the phone, I called the lady. Come to find out, it actually was listed on the market with a realtor. And I'm just like, yo, I can get this house. So with the concept of wholesaling, you just basically you put an offer on the house, saying you want to buy it for $100,000, and you find somebody else who's willing to pay you more. Let's say $120,000.
Exactly. And
then you just assign the contract to them, and you make the $20,000.
You make the $20,000 profit.
Long story short, got the property. One of my other homeboys who was in wholesaling as well too. I was like, yo.
Oh,
and
jump
he had
on
the
it.
whole company set up, and I'm like, yo, send an offer on that. He's like, let's do it. We locked up the property, and we ended up selling that property. I think it was like. And then we tried to sell it. We couldn't sell it, but we found some other people to get involved and sell it. I think overall, that whole deal in commission, we probably made like close to $90,000.
Ooh, gotta jump. 90 grand.
Yeah.
Whew. And people don't know about wholesaling. Let me tell you something.
90 grand, and that's where I come in with the concept of like leverage, teamwork.
Yes,
I wouldn't be able to do that by myself.
Listen,
even though we had to split the profits, half and half, and we, but it was less. But
that's still fine. You made a profit. And when I first found out about real estate, I always tell people this. I took the class, and I want to get into real estate. I want to get into wholesale. I read in a book. A guy was telling me about wholesaling. Oh my God, I want to get into that. So I took the real estate class. I couldn't pass the test. Listen, I took it 4 times. I passed. And the crazy part was, each time my score was going down. I'm like, what?
That's the worst.
I'm like, wait, what's going on? So I'm like, the first time I took it, I was real close. I'm like, all right, I just got to take it again. Make sure I study. Then I went backwards. I'm like, hold on, this doesn't make no sense. So every time I meet people that tell me, they want to be a realtor, I'm like, or they be like, I want to get in the wholesale. I'm like, well, you don't need your license to get out. Tell me they're gonna get the license. Yeah. I'll say that, and I just feel like I'd be a little jealous because I couldn't get it. But so while I was taking my 4th test, I seen one of my homies. He's into it. So I was like, yo, you know, how many times did you get your license? I don't have a license. So I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, I just wholesale. And I'm like, wait, what? So then we linked up, and then he showed me his first, he put me on the first deal, and I was close. Like, I was just with him. And he made 20 grand, and he gave me a little something out of it. And I was like, oh, this is easy. Like, he found the property. It was in West Palm. I still remember. Found it for 80. He got it under 80. Sold it for 100. And the person had to put 20 in it, and it was gonna be worth 140 after. So, and I was there through the whole process. I went to the property, I went to the closing, and he was signing the paperwork. I seen everything. So I was like, "Oh, this is lit right here."
That number's tight, and he still made it happen.
I was like, I like this right here, so I jumped into it. But what I tell people, if you're gonna get into it, it's a job.
Oh yeah.
Like, see, people don't understand. People don't understand investing, and they don't understand wholesaling. They think, oh, I'm just gonna come do this
Oh, no.
3 to 5, and I'm gonna make 20 grand here and there. No, bro, you gotta treat it like you gonna do your job.
I skipped out on a lot of details in that story I just told you.
Yeah.
I would be on the computer for hours. Every single day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I would eat, sleep, breathe on that computer, just looking at numbers, and looking at home. So yeah, it is a job.
It's really
That's
a job.
career.
People
Yeah.
think it's quick. People think everybody want to
That's
get.
a lifestyle, not a job.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Let me say that. It's a lifestyle because it's different. You bossing yourself up. And people think it's get rich quick because of
No.
social media. And it's not. And investing is years.
Entrepreneurship overall.
Yeah, entrepreneurship is years.
I actually was talking to a brother yesterday when I was washing my car.
Yeah.
He's like, he was selling some juice, some drinks. He was like, I just got into business. The one thing they told me was like, I listened to Eric Thomas, and the one thing that they were telling me is like, make $1 million, but they forgot to tell you the second part. You gotta hustle every single day. You gotta talk to 100 people a day. And I was like, true.
That's fact.
That's
I like Eric Thomas too. Yeah, that's the part people think is easy, and it's not easy. Like that's why I asked you, like, what kept you going? Because most people are gonna quit because it's hard. Like you said, you're on the computer for hours. You're like, man, why?
Why am I doing
Like it's not giving me anything right now. Like I'm not getting money from it.
It's funny too. Like in business, what you do now, the results show up 60 to 90 days later. A lot of the times.
Most of the time, right?
And when I found that deal, I was on the verge about quitting.
Wow.
I tell you as well too.
Wow.
And I just stuck it out just for a little bit. That one extra day, and that happened. And once that happened, I said to myself, I would never quit.
Listen, man.
I would never quit.
I already knew it's hard. I was there. I did that already. I did driving for dollars in your car, just looking for houses, and you trying to find a deal. It take a lot of time, man.
Discipline, bro.
That's one thing I feel like a lot of people do lack, discipline, and I think it's just a generational thing. I don't feel like people's instilling in their kids.
Oh no.
Or I don't even think now. Like now, I think our generation is probably like the last one who has a good 50%.
Yeah.
But after that,
focus, bro. Focus. The basics, goal settings and things like that. We lack that. And I'm a person. I never was the type to really sit down, set a goal, and try to like come at it. But now I really learned the importance of goal settings and actually being focused, because now we have too many distractions.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Too many distractions. I was listening to a podcast, and I was guilty too. I was playing 2K, and while I listened to the podcast, the guy was like, you know what? He was going over the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Oh yeah, I love that.
He was saying people forget the basic concepts about that book, which is you have to think. And how can you think if you're not focused? And he was like, yo, we're doing one thing. Like, you could be watching a movie, but you're on your phone playing a game and something. I'm just like, yeah, like me, I'm guilty.
You're doing it right
listening
now.
to this podcast, but I'm playing 2K. So I was like, damn, but I was so into it. And it's so true. Like, we lack focus. Like, attention span is so short. Everything we want to happen, like, the next day.
Yep.
Everything is so fast, from 4G to 5G. It's a lot. So we definitely do lack focus, and I feel like that's an area, especially when it comes down to goals, you have to be focused. You gotta know what you want, break it down, and go ahead and just attack.
Like you just said with goal setting, right? A lot of people do lack setting even a plan. Like most people, like, oh, I want to make $1 million. How?
What's the plan?
How you gonna do it? What you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna sell cars. All right. What's the numbers? How much you gonna sell cars for? How much you gonna do this for? They don't break down the plan step by step by step, and then they get discouraged and then they quit. And I be trying to tell people it's like, don't quit, because it's like it's light at the end of the road. But it's hard to tell somebody that when they're in it.
Yeah, and if you don't see it too. I'm a big believer about breaking things down to like so stupid simple to where like it's impossible to fail.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine, he's very like organized and goal oriented, and he was just like, just set the goal to the point where you just can't fail. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, if you're gonna read this book, you wanna finish this book, you know yourself better. Instead of saying, yo, I'm gonna read 3 chapters a day.
Yes.
Read one page.
Yes, that's so, bro. That's so, and I had to learn that. I ain't gonna learn that from. Probably had to learn that from myself when I was reading books. I used to always try to read, like you just said, 3-4 chapters a day. So I'm like, dang, I keep failing. Like it make me don't want to do it because I keep failing. So I'm like, let me just slow myself down. Just read. 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just read.
Read a page.
Just read. That's why I got to, and it's like, all right, now it became easier. It's like, okay,
And
all I gotta do is read.
You know yourself better than anybody. Mm-hmm. It's always good to try like achieve something higher, but if you know you're not gonna do it, then why set it?
Yeah.
Do something you know you're gonna do. That's what you told me. And it works.
Yeah, it does. It does. Now, what do you feel like is the benefits of being a realtor in like the real estate market?
The knowledge.
So, like, what extra knowledge you feel like you get by being a realtor?
You really learn to appreciate real estate for actually what it is. You understand it in a whole different level. Like you don't know what it is until like you're in it.
Yeah.
Like I have, cause before I would see realtors, I'm like, bro, you get paid all this money just for opening a door.
Yeah.
You know, like that's all you do.
That is true.
You realize everything that they do. Like in a real estate deal as a realtor, you're representing a client just the same way a lawyer represents their client. You're the expert in that area. So when you're an expert in an area, that means you have to study. You have to figure out market values. You gotta know what properties in that area is selling for. You gotta know how to market this property. You gotta know, every single thing about like the city itself as well too. You gotta know, what's going on in the area, things that are building. You don't just magically walk around the neighborhood and say, oh no, you have to do your research. If you want to be the best at anything you do, you have to do your research. So yeah, I put a lot of time into my game. I'm always on YouTube learning. I'm always, buying new books, learning new things, or learning about like simple like property zonage and the land use. Yeah, you see that property that area right there. You can't build a building on. Why?
Oh yeah.
Because it's not commercial. It's not zoned like that. Or can I break my house down and build extra? No, you can't because it's not multifamily.
Wow,
So
I didn't know that. So like, if you own a house, you can't just break it down and if you want to build like a duplex on it. That's
You
not
can't unless it's zoned that way.
Wow.
If it's not zone multifamily, you can't build a multifamily. There's codes. There's all type of stuff. You get into learning stuff about like permits and stuff. So as a game goes, you learn a lot more, and you're able to pass on that knowledge to your clients when you represent them, whether buyer or seller. Because on the buyer side, you want to make sure you help your buyer buy something really smart. So where they're saving money and not buying something expensive, and they're losing money. Whether it's working with him, and it differs. If you're working with an investor, if you're working with a regular, first-time buyer, second buyer, everybody has different needs. But you learn, how to cater to everyone, and working with sellers. So it's a lot of learning. It's a lot of learning. Realtors, I have much respect for the industry itself and for what we do.
Wow. Now, one thing I learned, right, about being a realtor was you have to be a broker, right? I mean, you have to work under a broker.
Right.
And they get a percentage of whatever you make.
Yes.
So how that work? Because I was like, if I did all the work, why you get a percent? Like if I found my client, took him to all these houses, made sure we closed the deal. Like I understand I have to work under you, but it's like, wait, why you getting a percentage again?
Hey, that's the beauty of the business. So the way it works, you're once you get licensed, you become a sales associate. And once you're a sales associate, you need to put your license under a broker. The broker owns the office. So because you're working under his office.
Get a little closer. They gotta hear that. Get a little
He
closer.
provides you with, access to somewhere you can bring your clients, marketing and all that stuff. You have to share your commission. Now, the thing is, commission differs depending on the brokers that you work at. Some brokers will offer you 100% commission.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
there's
know that.
brokers that offer you 100%. Some, 70, 20, 30. There's different percentages, but it all goes with what they have to offer you. The ones that usually offer you 100% commission, they require less training. They don't, they're not more. You're getting 100%, so they don't offer you as much. Then you have the other ones that take, more of your commission, but they offer you a whole, training package, all of that, other stuff. They offer you marketing and all that stuff. And then some are in the middle. Like where I'm at, I'm very happy where I'm at. Our agents start off at 80-20, and then after your first 5 transactions, you're at a 90-10.
Oh, that's not bad.
Great training.
And y'all use the facilities.
marketing,
and,
you have all the facilities, all the access, and then after 2 years of having your license, you yourself can become a broker and own your own office and have agents, under you.
under you.
So it's a beautiful concept, beautiful business. You learn a lot, and if you definitely, you definitely learn how to run a business.
Yeah, it's worth it. I had to make sure because people don't know that.
People don't know.
They want to become, they want to become realtors. Then they're like, okay, I got my license. Now what? Like, no, you got to go under a broker and you got to get ready for these percentages. Like, wait, what? I thought I just had to sell houses. Like, nah, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
And I see you had a seminar not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
How you like that?
I loved it.
And you sold out too.
Yeah, it was. I didn't expect it to.
Yeah.
And people were just like, yo, I want to come, I want to go.
Yeah.
And what I really learned having a seminar was like you said, we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
And just the people that was there, like looking to purchase their first home was just amazing. It was a lot of young people as well too.
Wow.
And they just wanted the knowledge, and I was thinking back. It had me thinking back, like what we do. We actually like empower people.
Yeah.
I had people coming up to me at the end of the seminar like, yo, thank you. Like, I didn't believe that I could buy a home, but now walking out of it, I actually believe that I can buy a home.
It's crazy.
And our biggest concept, me and my wife, is like making real estate simple. Because it's already a complex industry to understand.
Yeah.
And if you don't have somebody because you have to understand it to a different level yourself and able to break it down simple. Mm-hmm. So we make it very simple to understand. And it was just a beautiful thing walking out, seeing, I had some friends there, like, I can buy a house. I did not know this. They were happy. They were empowered. So empowering people, it feels good.
Yeah.
It felt great. It was a great turnout. We actually have a video coming out soon.
Oh, about the seminar? Okay. And what y'all was teaching in it? Like, just buying what they need to buy a house, or?
Everything they needed. We tried to make it like a one-stop shop. We had the 9 steps to purchasing a home, from the whole process from A through Z, from finding a realtor to get a mortgage broker, from appraisals to inspections, to why should you do an inspection, to title, why should you get title insurance. And we had different speakers that specialize in the parts that they take care of in the real estate deal. Because in a real estate deal, there's 102 people that's kind of like involved in the whole transaction.
It is.
So we had as much people as we can get there to pretty much explain, the importance of their role and what you should know about that role.
Do you plan on having another one anytime soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll probably do something every single year.
Wow.
Just so not all the time, because when you have it all the time, people they take advantage of it. Yeah, they don't come and you wasting not say your time, but they don't appreciate it. So
don't take it as serious as they should.
So probably once a year.
All right. Yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it, man. We cover real estate, you feel me? Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. Give me your Instagram.
It's Omi_mindset.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it up there anyway. So
yeah,
make sure y'all follow him. Make sure y'all know if y'all looking for a place, he's the real estate agent putting y'all all in y'all places. You feel me? And y'all just know to make sure y'all subscribe, comment, follow, all that on any platform, YouTube, all that. And just know this is the end of the episode. I forgot the numbers. I'm not counting no more. And it's a motherfucking wrap.